All right, so second topic is going to be Gennady Golovkin versus David Lemieux, 17th of October from the Mecca of Boxing, the original Mecca of Boxing. What are your thoughts on that one?
What are my thoughts on that one? Let me first off by saying my thoughts are on my shirt. Triple G all the way. Um, I don't think let me say that because I'm going to be one sided in that. I want to give credit to David Lemieux. I think he's a tough, good fighter. I think he's a brawler. I think we're going to see some fireworks. Um, it's going to be a fight that's good for boxing in the sense that you're going to get two guys. You're going to have one, I would say boxing superstar or getting to that level versus another boxing star. And I think we're going to see, these two guys stand in the ring and try to kill each other. I think Triple G has the advantage. He has the reach advantage by about an inch on David Lemieux. I think he has the power advantage. I think it's going to be good to see Triple G probably take some hits and see how his chin stands. Because, I don't think he's really taken anyone that has the power that David Lemieux has. He took the shots from Willie Monroe and was able to shook him off. He was taking good shots. He was letting Willie hit him, letting him keep in the fight. He wanted to make it a big drama show. And I think that it's going to be good for boxing. I think Triple G will win in the 11th round by knockout. That's how I think, or TKO stoppage.
Well, like you, I left my Triple G shirt at home, but I'm a huge Triple G fan. I am one of his least supporters because we are one of his least supporters because everybody says that he fights taxi cab drivers and bums or whatever. Okay, but talking about the fight, I really hope Triple G does win because I can see Lemieux staggering him and hurting him and knocking him down only because of this reason. Triple G is a solid boxer puncher. He sets up his punches by boxing. David Lemieux, if you've seen his fights, I'm sure you have, when he starts off, he comes in aggressive.
Yeah.
So he's going to come in aggressive. And I hope and pray, man, because I hope Triple G knows what he's going to do because I have a feeling that Lemieux pushes him and he presses him into the ropes. He's going to hit him and he's going to continue hitting him. And I think if Triple G can withstand that, withhold that for at least 3 or 4 rounds, let him gas out a little bit, I think he can catch him anywhere between round 6 and 10, around those rounds. That's the only thing I'm afraid of, dude, is because David Lemieux is a quick starter, and I'm hoping that he doesn't catch a Triple G just in neutral mode.
Yeah.
Because that's how he starts, in neutral mode. He starts off jabbing, he starts moving, lateral movement, then he starts testing a little bit. He's so used to dictating the pace of the fight.
Yeah.
Just ask Daniel Gill, Willie Monroe Jr., what's the name of that? Jeremy Macklin.
Yeah.
All these guys, he dictates the pace. And that's the only thing I'm afraid of, dude. Once that bell rings for round 1, Lemieux's going to come guns brawling, dude.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing I'm afraid of, dude.
Well, one thing I would like to see is how Triple G's going to react when someone comes forward at him, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Because, normally we see Triple G with this predator kind of look who's able to cut off the ring and take advantage of his opponent. Willie Monroe, when he hit him with the left hook, it just looked, that camera angle that HBO had was amazing because it just had it right there past Willie's face, just had Triple G looking straight at Willie, and out of nowhere, the screaming left hook came and dropped him down on the canvas. So I know David Lemieux likes to get rough and physical and actually get into his fighters. He doesn't have a problem fighting on the inside, to me. I want to see who, like you said, who's going to dictate the pace. If Lemieux's going to come out and try to, establish the fact that, hey, I'm here, I can take a punch, I'm not going down like these other supposedly bums that he's fought.
Yeah.
That's what I think that he might establish, like you're trying to say. I also want to see if Triple G is able to rise to the occasion and still have that same predator mode against, I would say, a higher class of opponent than he is used to facing. If he's still able to cut off the ring, if he's still able just to put him in the corner, put these guys in the box where they know that, it might not look like he's throwing these bombs, but that every punch is hurting.
Yeah, because he knows how to set up his offense. Let's just say he wins. Let's say Triple G does win and gets out of it. Let's talk about this Andre Ward thing. Andre Ward, I think, is a very solid 168-pound boxer. I really think he is. However, you start calling out Triple G, dude, you didn't even have a promoter.
Yeah.
The last 2 years, you were, I mean, may he rest in peace, Goosen? Daniel Goosen, thank you. I mean, you didn't have a promoter. You were in court fighting. What do you think Triple G was? I mean, he wasn't waiting for you. He was actually out there fighting. He wanted, to establish himself. So he built this reputation up to fight. I mean, people love him. People love Triple G. While Andre Ward, he had one fight, which was what, back in April?
Yeah, that's a while back.
I mean, dude, you complain about the catch weight and this and that, but I mean, yet you got Chad Dawson to do it.
Yeah.
But you won't fight Kovalev because why? But you want Triple G to fight?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about this Andre Ward thing, dude? I mean,
I think Andre Ward, to me, I mean, I would like to see it, but I don't see it coming anytime soon. Just from, I mean, all the hoopla that's going on with it. I mean, I don't see him coming back after not fighting for a while and taking Triple G. I think if he did take Triple G, it's going to be a money-making fight. I mean, obviously Triple G will finally have that pay-per-view fight that he wants.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's going to sell, and people are going to go. People are going to go to the ring. People are going to go out, and I think there's going to be some hype. I mean, obviously we're going to get, an Andre Ward, Gennady Golovkin 24/7 type deal on one of these big networks. What is it, HBO that he's picked up on, and I mean it's gonna sell. But I know the mandatory challenger of that is the winner of supposed to be the winner of Canelo versus Cotto.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean we're gonna see after this Canelo Cotto. I mean who's really ducking and dodging. I mean they're gonna have to. It's gonna either if the fight is mandatory and mandated, then we're gonna see if they're either gonna take the fight or they're gonna vacate the belt. I mean the belt's gonna go vacant and then to an interim champion.
Yeah.
So I think I would want to see the Andre Ward fight. I think it would be a good fight. I don't think that that Triple G is out of his level or that Andre Ward is out of his level. I don't think Andre Ward is scared if that is what you're asking me. But I do see there being more build up and Andre Ward still sitting around trying to see how things shape up.
I just see it like this. A fighter from Kazakhstan. I mean, nowhere near the U.S.
Yeah.
He comes to L.A. to the FedEx Forum. I mean, the Forum?
The Forum, yeah.
I mean that's history. 12 million Mexican Americans, I mean, the majority.
Yeah.
I mean, it sells out
Yeah.
for Willie Monroe Jr. Andre Ward fights in his hometown of Oakland, California against Chad Dawson, and they had to give tickets away.
They did.
I mean, Jesus. I mean, so the majority of the fans, are they just like blinded by the hype? I don't know. I'm thinking they're more blinded, or I don't want to call it blinded. I think that they just love him because he fights and he continues to fight. He gives the people what they want, and I'm gonna go with what he says. I want the unification.
Yeah.
He's gonna get his unification.
Yeah, I agree.
He finally gets it. He gets a pay-per-view fight against Lemieux. Hopefully he wins. Once he wins, like you said, when the dust settles, we'll see who's dodging who.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll really see who's dodging who, and we're finally going to be able to get to where Triple G wants to be. I think he deserves to be there. I do like the promoters. I do think this is a good fight and a step in the right direction, especially of getting where he wants to be. He's a big drama show. He has all the skills. He has all the talents to be a mega boxing superstar. If he takes care of business here and gets that big name fight, and let's say he's able to beat a Canelo, or he's able to beat a Cotto, or he's able to beat an Andre Ward, he is, to me, would be the pound for pound king of boxing at the moment, taking on, if he was able to get through those, any of those people.
Mm-hmm.
And, the fans love him. He gets knockouts, he lets the fights go on. He's just a fun, good fighter who you just see, and he's a likable person.
Yeah, his personality,
Yeah,
the way he acts. I remember seeing one video where he was gonna fight Gabe Rosado, and he's just passing through New York. People are taking pictures with him, and he's like, it's no problem. He doesn't care. He doesn't have an entourage like other people, but he has some people watching him. But he's having a good time with the people.
Yeah, I would say that, but we get that a lot from European players, because boxing isn't the biggest thing over there, so they don't have these egos like some of these United States fighters do. They have the Olympics, but other than that,
yeah, you're right.
If you want to box, you got to box in the United States if you want to make money.
Exactly.
It's that simple.
That's true.
So they don't come over here with these egos. They come over here to win and to make a name for themselves and fight for their families and their countries. But you get these humble stars that come from countries like Kazakhstan that have nothing.
Final prediction, I have Triple G winning in 9 rounds.
I have Triple G winning in 11 rounds by knockout just because I can't see David Lemieux giving less than Murray gave.
Okay.